Hi, I'm Roger Hoyleman. I'm here in West Grove, Pennsylvania, and this is the Ponderosa Barn. Let's take a look. So this is our entertainment barn. We built this with the intention of having basically small private parties, family parties, but it ended up turning out so nice that we started to have it to be more as a community gathering space. We also have church services here. We have musical events here, and basically the concept is that all the proceeds for the events go to the musicians themselves, and on some events we'll have a BYOB situation, and we just have these community parties with music. I have to say that the Kings folks really nailed it with our infrastructure here and with the giving us a palette to really be able to create a beautiful space that functions well, sounds great, and really meets all of our needs. So this is the stage area. At any given time, it can have multiple configurations of instruments and musicians. So, you know, there'll be drums, bass, guitar, keyboards, horn players, singers, you know, violinists and things like that. You know, and we generally just reconfigure the stage anytime we need to suit that performance. When we have church services, you know, the chairs would be laid out different. Everybody's in close. When we have musical events, sometimes it's a lot of chairs, or sometimes it's a cozy little nook kind of setup where everybody's set up differently for a jazz show. You know, we really just kind of cater to the event, try to make everything here unique and special, because we've done so much to just try to make this a place where people love to be. You would think that a barn, I'm speaking in this barn right now, doesn't sound like a cavern. One of the reasons for that is that we've really paid a lot of attention to the acoustical treatment of the room. And the way the barn is designed, it lends itself well to that, because you may not be able to see it, but because they're so close in color with the paint and the panels. But the acoustical panels, which are up along this kind of charcoal gray area all around the barn, really do dampen a lot of the sound, a lot of the echoes, along with some of the oriental carpets and furniture and things like that. And of course, people will suck up sound as well. My wife is really big on having people feel comfortable in these spaces. She likes these little kind of nook areas, so we'll create, you know, a different seating area for just maybe 4 to 6 people, and we'll do that all around the little spots in the barn just to give someone their own little private spot to hang out during a show. So originally this space was designed to be quite smaller. Eli came out and looked at the property, and he just said, you know, up on this hill, you can't put a small barn. It'll just look silly. He said, you really need something bigger. So we designed that together and came up with this design that allows us to have a lot more folks in here. And it really is a blessing in disguise, because it's sort of like build it and they will come. We've had church services here. We've had people have small gatherings. We've had people do their marriage proposals here. We've had some people who want to get like just a small wedding that they haven't, because their other place was canceled on them. So it's been a blessing, and it's really given us a space that we can share and give back, and that's really what we're about. Being a BYOB establishment, when we do have any kind of event, we still wanted to have a bar for family events and for private gatherings of our friends. So this is our bar that I built with a friend of mine, and it's we're trying to incorporate the rustic elements along with some of the sleek, slick elements of the way this barn was constructed. So we have these black lines along with the corrugated steel, and then the Chicago rail wood armrest here, and then the top has guitar picks laid inside underneath all of the coats of polyurethane. we wanted to have a usable kitchen, not a commercial kitchen, but something that we could use for church services, family gatherings. So we just have, like a range, sink, refrigerator, and counter space to just prepare food or get something together, keep something warm. And we're really not even finished with this space. We might put another microwave and some shelving, but it's just, Kings was very good at meeting anything I asked for, building me storage, giving me little nook areas. It was just great. They were all along the process, even if I didn't remember or think about it initially, they were able to come up with something that would work for me. So you're gonna need some restrooms. This is the men's room. We'll come back to that in a second. Ladies first. So this is the ladies' room. It has 2 stalls, one smaller one, and then one handicap accessible sized one. And something interesting here is that you needed to make this fit the space. So these were actually custom built by Kings for us, and I just sent them some pictures of something I liked, and they said, yeah, we can do something like that. All right, so now we'll head to the men's room. Guys need to know they're in the right spot. So when you go into a men's room and you find one of these, you're in the guy's bathroom, okay? Now, of course, you have a stall as well. But, in the ladies' room, there's one of these. But we're not going to let the guys get out of changing their kids either. Let's go get a look at the brains of this place. What makes this place run, especially from a technology perspective. So up here in the loft, we have a couple of these little nook kind of areas again, where people can just kind of chill and hang out and watch a show or listen. But we also have all the technology that runs this place. So we have 32 channel mixer, all digital. You'll see I can make any of the faders move any way I want. We have live streaming capability. We have multi-track recording capability. And then we have all kinds of cameras we can zoom in and out, change positions, and go pretty much anywhere we want to with the live stream. We're going to go take a look out at the back patio, see another area where they've built a really great space for us. So out here we have an outdoor patio. It's a pretty bright, windy day out here at the Ponderosa. This is an area that we use for outdoor seating, and when the weather's conducive for that, we'll open up the doors and the windows and the people will be sitting out here and congregating. We've also had 3 circuits of electricity put out here to have bands actually set out up here on the patio and play for folks who would be in the field. And we've also put in 2 separate gas lines. So we have one on a grill at this moment, and we're thinking about a pizza oven over here. Probably put like a fire pit here in the hill as well. And just constantly trying to evolve the space into something where people just enjoy being. So one of the unique things about having Kings build this barn was some of the relationships we were able to develop along the way. They really paid a lot of attention to detail and the things that I wanted to incorporate into this space. They didn't think that it was weird that I was down in the foundation spraying Bible verses because I wanted God to bless this building. They allowed me to work alongside with them with some of the things I was doing in the barn while they were doing things in the barn. Just incredible craftsmen. To be honest, it was really sad to see them go when this project was over after spending so much time with them, over the course of having this built. I just really feel like the team at Kings, from sales to design to the construction, to the final product, I just couldn't be happier with how that turned out, and I'm really blessed to have this space and really happy to have worked with Kings.